Okay, guys, Bjorn is doable. It's honestly, I think you're probably better off if Baumrem soloed it, but I'd rather bring along our Dwight here, so may as well. But in any case, here's the item setup I have going on for this. Baumrem's going to be the holder of the Zenithian shield to keep themselves from getting their defenses lowered, since we need them to stick around the most. Fairy Foil to get their defense maxed out. Staff of Salvation, they're going to be the only one able to heal themselves, however, in this case. But at least they can heal themselves, so there you go. And a bunch of Yig Leaves and a Pax-a-Punch as well. The Yig Leaves are mostly for Dwight because Dwight's probably going to die quite a few times. Now for Dwight's got they got their general gear here. I was debating on putting the Metal King shield here, but I think Sap would just lower the defense even further type of thing, so may as well just go with the resistance at least. Fairy Foil for odd turns here and there, but yeah. Zenithian's sword is probably the best thing that they can be doing for this besides healing themselves. And the Yigdu for if they both are in low HP territory, just in case. A Pax-a-Punch in case Baumrem does go down to help with their attack up and all that. And an Elfin Elixir in case they run out of MP. That's the gist of all he needs to really. There's nothing else that really would be useful. I guess I could throw another Yigdu just in case, but that would be about the only filler I'd have to put in there. But anyway, quick stat overview. I'm not going to go over it that hard. I think Dwight leveled up since in between just once in between though, so figured I'd show that off. And now I will meet you at the start of the fight. And it's boss time against Bjorn the Behemoth. First things first, why don't you show off those lovely shoes, monsters. You're going to immediately Zenithian Shield, and you are going to Pax-a-Punch Baumrem to start him off. The less turns that Baumrem has to not do his normal job, the better. Alright. Actually this time, why don't you show off the Royal Insignia for shits and giggles. You gotta raise your defense, you need to heal yourself. Alright, double buff. Okay, one reflect is okay. Why don't you show off the mirror now? Nope, you gotta keep buffing your defense. Why don't you... I think he's in the positive still. Why don't you use Zenithian Sword? Just to get him at neutral at least. Finally, he's down. Okay. One more Fairy Foil will do it, and then I'm probably going to use the bounce spell again, and then we're good. Okay, do that. Mid-heal yourself. Dwight is basically just going to be stuck in a heal loop, probably. Alright, you can just attack. Don't bother with focus, because sometimes you're going to have to interrupt your thing. And he's not buffed right now, I don't believe. Yeah, may as well raise your defense up a little when you don't have anything better to do. Keep attacking. Also, yeah, as you can see, I'm on the Icicle Jerk. That's because Bjorn doesn't have any resistances to ice or fire, so you go with the strongest weapon. Go ahead and raise your defense. It's debatable if Dwight should have the Staff of Salvation or not, but I feel like it's a bad idea in case we need both of them to heal. But anyway, just let Baumrem take down the attack, while Dwight soaks some hits in. Bounces off. So this is a time where you want to bounce, but because Dwight is faster, he can mid-heal Baumrem a little. You know what? Why don't you attack? You're only 59. Okay, don't bother with that. Alright, a defense up. I think this is a time to let yourself heal up, and why don't you... Yeah, let's risk a Zenithian Sword. That's fine. You gotta heal yourself, so why don't you heal yourself and you heal yourself. Alright, that only took some of it. Oh, nope. Another heal, and then we're gonna rebounce up, I think. Okay. Yeah, rebounce. And at this point, You know, fairy foil. May as well. Alright, attack, see how your attack is doing before we bother anything. 226 is 5. Okay. He's buffed. You can actually attack, and you're going to Disruptive Wave. 282. Okay, yeah. Neutral is 282. You gotta remember that. I can't tell what the positive is there, so I'm gonna have you attack, and you just defense up. 250. Okay, you're better off disruptive. Well, now you're definitely better off Disruptive Waving. So, you know what? No, you can attack, and you Disruptive Wave. Good. He's in a buff loop. A serious buff loop. But that's fine, actually. This is why Dwight with this is actually very handy. Alright, Dwight's gonna have to heal. Yeah, you're better off, just in case. Alright. You want to keep buffing yourself? That's fine with me, because we are just going to tear it down. But yeah, you don't want to bother with focus strengthening at all. Okay. You want to bounce, and you're going to mid-heal. There we go. Alright, keep doing that. See what happens. We're actually getting a little lucky, I think, honestly. Because right now, Baumrem hasn't really needed to heal themselves too much. Yeah, you should stay healthy. I don't like the lightning. I may need to heal Baumrem, have Baumrem heal himself soon. Yep, absolutely now. You gotta. Yeah, just regular heal. Why don't you fairy foil up? Yeah, we could buff ourselves too. Alright, that happened. I think rebounce is going to be needed soon. Just raise your defense up a little. Okay. One more heal, and why don't you Disruptive Wave? That's not the worst. You Disruptive Wave so you can attack, and you can just heal yourself. There we go. Yeah. Again, this is probably because Baumrem's so high level, but still, there was a minor bit of a challenge because you got to keep yourself up for a while. And Dwight, unfortunately, like I said, is not much help. Anyway, that's it for Bjorn. Next up is Queen Ferz. I guess I'll see you there. Okay, we're here at Queen Ferz, and the fight is pretty simple. It's not too bad at all. We did get a level up in between, so Baumrem's HP is at 500, good for him. But yeah, so quick stat overview for everybody to see. Not much has changed, obviously, but you know, always good to look. Alright, item setup. I'm sticking with the Icicle Dirk. I don't remember if the Fire Claw is technically better or not, because honestly, I didn't decide to check. In fact, I could check right now. But I figured this would be the best one to begin with anyway. According to this, the Fire Claw might be better, but it's negligible because Queen Ferz resists it Frizz and Sizz 20% and cracks 67%. So I suppose the Fire Claw might be ever so slightly better, but I can't imagine it being that much important. But anyway, same gear as usual, but Fairy Foil and Staff of Salvation are somewhat useful. I'm probably not going to use the one that's on Baumrem, but we'll see. Mostly Packs of Punches and Yiggly is going to be important. The Zenithian Swords just because I didn't feel like throwing in the bag, because Dwight's going to need it for the next fight, probably, for King Korol. As for Dwight themselves, this is what they've got. Not much has changed. Fairy Foil they will be using. Zenithian Shield, may as well use. And everything else is just the usual. A Yiggleaf, an Elfin Elixir, and the Yigdu, along with the Packs of Punches. Yigdu is probably not going to be used for during this fight, but it may be used during King Korol's. So, in any case, why don't we go ahead and get started? I'll meet you at the start of the fight because I don't feel like showing off the dialogue. I'll see you there. And boss time against Queen Ferz. First things first, show off some boots. You go ahead and Paxa your punch. And why don't you start off with the Zenithian Shield? That way we can get passive damage when, yeah, like that, for when there's magic damage. Alright, you have Paxed your punch. Throw one fairy foil in. Why don't you start fairy foiling as well? Not bad. And now you can now focus up. You're going to fairy foil. Good. Oh, you can attack, and you can fairy foil one more time. Alright, Dwight's good. And now we're just going to let Baumrem just handle this, while Dwight just plays healer. Go ahead and attack. Oh, bounces off. Not that it's super duper important or anything. It's not as extremely necessary as it is during the Bjorn fight or anything. You can heal Baumrem. Ooh, you're focusing down. That's okay. I think Dwight can out-heal it. You can attack. Go ahead and heal. Yeah, that's good enough damage. Oh, I think the fairy foil is useless. I meant to do bounce, but that's okay. Crackle doesn't really do any damage to him anyway. I think you attack this turn. Yep. This will be over really soon, by the way, because of the focus strength. Keep healing Baumrem. By the way, I do prefer Baumrem over Saber, because it sounds a lot closer to his original name. I don't remember if I focus strength or not, so I'm going to have him attack. Yep, good. But yeah, this is probably going to be a lot of the fights. Dwight's going to play makeshift healer, while Baumrem does the damage because of the level differential here. Yes, you do things. Actually, I think you have to attack this turn. I don't remember. That worked out well enough. Alright, and that's it for Queen Ferz. It's, like I said, simple enough. I will see you at King Korol, where, we should be okay. It'll just be annoying if I believe. So, but yeah, see you there. Alright, we're here at King Korol, and he's actually more doable than I thought he would be. So, for this fight, I did have to switch up some stuff. I did get the Poison Claw, which is usually stronger than the Icicle Dirk, but when I checked out the damage ranges and all that, Icicle Dirk has better damage range, thanks to the extra damage it does to things that don't resist ice too much, which King Korol does not. King Korol equally resists both ice and frizz/sizz 20%, so Icicle Dirk is the better option because it has slightly higher attack than Fire Claw. So that's what we're doing for Baumrem for this fight. Otherwise, they're pretty much fine. They have the Staff of Salvation, a couple of Yiggleaves, and a bunch of packs of punches because we're going to be probably going through a bunch of those. And an Elfin Elixir for Dwight in case he runs out of MP. We shouldn't, but it might happen. For Dwight, we got the usual gear. I did take off his helmet to give him a little more room for items, just to give him an extra packs of punch. That's really the main reason. You'll be using the Zenithian Sword to just mess up the bounce spell every now and then. The Yigdu may or may not be used depending on our luck with our damage anyway. And we got, again, a bunch of packs of punches, one Yiggly for emergencies. That should be all we need, though. And also, yeah, because our defense really doesn't matter. It's just resistances that matter in this fight. And speaking of, Dwight has very good ice resistance, so the Ice Breath does not do much. And it also helps to have the Flame Armor and Dragon Shield as well, but, you know, I also could have upgraded him to a Tempest Shield, but it doesn't really matter right now. He's going to get an Ogre Shield soon anyway, so that's what we're doing. Oh, and a very quick, not that anything changed, but this is our stats for now. But let's go ahead and get started. Shouldn't be too bad. And other than bad luck, which we shouldn't have because he's in a set pattern, we should be fine. Alright, it's boss time against King Korol. So, first things first, we're going to have you focus strength, and you're going to go ahead and pack some punch Baumrem. That's fine. You attack, you're going to Disruptive Wave. Of course he defends. That's the one problem with focus strength, but look at that damage, it's still very high. You're going to focus strength again, and at this point, you don't really have much else you need to do. Oh, by the way, you can also drain magic him to get some MP back if need be, so that's an option. I guess I'll throw an attack in. Oh no, not the disruptive wave. As if we can't do anything about it. Packs a punch up. Alright, he bounced again. You're gonna focus. You're gonna do disruptive. That's fine. You're gonna attack. You're gonna heal that back up. Yeah, that's some very good damage. 516, very good. Alright, you're gonna focus strength, and I think you're gonna defend this time. Okay, now you're going to attack, and you're gonna Paxa. That's fine. Keep up the focus strength, and you're gonna Zynthian Sword him. He's probably gonna do the same back to us. Yeah, he's gonna kick our Paxas out pretty badly. This is why Dwight having oomph by now would be wonderful, but unfortunately not yet. You go Paxa, you're going to disrupt him. Of course. Attack, and I think he's still Paxed, so you can go ahead and attack. Just throw in some damage. He really does not want us to have that, huh? I'm going to go ahead and Paxa him now anyway. This doesn't matter because look at how little Dwight takes. You can attack now and you can heal. Of course he defends because he's a little asshole. But that's okay. Why don't you get Baumrem all the way up? That kaboom hurts, unfortunately. Very good. I think I don't remember what I did last time, so I'm just going to have him attack. Okay, I didn't do focus up, but that's okay. Dwight, go ahead and heal. Yeah, the kaboom hurts, but that's about it. Very good. Not the worst. Focus up. You go ahead and heal Baumrem. You go ahead and heal yourself. And there you go. See, that's pretty nice. Now, granted, Baumrem is also grossly over-leveled, so that probably made it a little bit easier, but still, the focus strength plus the power up plus the high strength made that a lot nicer. Alright, and oh, we get a level up too, why not? Good for Dwight. I think he learned Zing now. Yeah, which is fine. He's basically the healer in this run anyway. But all we have now left next up, is Lodja. So, the last Lodja. I guess I'll see you there.